Good morning, VC. It's the Zonkman once again coming at you with a video. Hopefully, going to show y'all some cool stuff. We're just, it's a video I talked about in the previous video. This is going to be all like dollar bin mania. So all these records were just $1. Some of the stuff, it's just like classic rock and stuff, and you're like, that should be in the dollar bin. And I was just getting a copy of it. Some of it was in the dollar bin because of condition. Um, Almost all of it played 100%. There might have been like two records that had like some loops in it where there was a track where the scratch was so bad it didn't play on. Some of the stuff, yeah. If it shouldn't be in the dollar bin, it's the Rice Krispies version, Snap Crackle Pop going on. As long as it plays without skips, that's cool. If some of the stuff that has some loops in it, hopefully I'll get a better condition record somewhere down the way. But I'm going to go ahead and get into it because this is like, I think it's 50 or 60 records. So I'm just going to try to pour through it as quick as I can. And let's just start getting rolling. REO Speedwagon, High Infidelity. It's pretty beat. Keep on loving you. All right. Three Dog Night. It ain't easy. This is a gatefold action. Whoa. And it's about, the record's about to fall out. Yeah, some Three Dog Night. That's good stuff. Little Rolling Stones, Out of Our Heads. This is a mono version. This does have some water damage. This does play without skips or loops. The outer cover is rough. It does have some scratches and stuff on it. Still cool. That's got satisfaction on it. Got to have that. Old Stones. Alice Cooper Goes to Hell. Now this one's kind of, they wrote on this some. There's some writing on it. There's some writing on the back. They were drawing some stuff. Robbie and Kelly. Yeah, that says Robbie and Kelly. I guess they were going to, but anyway, Alice Cooper Goes to Hell. Rare Earth Ecology. This was on the want list. Cool to find it in the dollar bin. Rare Earth label. That's some good stuff. Leslie West Mountain. I'm sorry, I probably should scoop this up a little better how it is. Um, you guys are familiar with some Mountain. Some good stuff. Here's that. Actually talked about this record in my previous video, Todd Rundgren, and the name of it is The Ballad of Todd Runt. The Ballad of Todd Rundgren. And it shows him on it, with the noose on the piano. Gatefold action. This is probably like 72, 73, something like that. Jackson Browne, The Pretender. You're probably like, yes, there's plenty of copies of that in the dollar bin. It's good to have a copy of that. And some Eddie Money, even though he passed away, not going crazy. Still able to find two tickets to Paradise in the dollar bin. Little Eddie Money action. Procol Harum. This is Home. This is a gatefold. It's probably not a crazy expensive record or anything, but this still has Robin Trower on it. I will basically want all the Procol Harum. You guys know Whiter Shade of Pale and the self-titled first album. All of them with Robin Trower, and then I'll probably be done after that. Little American Woman by the Guess Who. This is also a gatefold. This is probably a little rough. It's got some splits and stuff. Classic, you got to have some Guess Who, American Woman. This is Santana. And this is a self-titled Santana. I want to say it's 71. It's after Abraxas. I forget what's on this. This is a gatefold, though. Cool to find in the dollar bin. Sweet cover. More Santana. Moon Dance. No, I'm sorry. Moonflower. Moonflower, and this has, damn, what is the name of that song? Black Magic Woman. Yeah, something like that. This is a gatefold 2 LPs. So this is awesome. Sweet to find in the dollar bin. Plays good. More Santana. Carlos Santana and Buddy Miles. Gatefold, a single LP. You guys are familiar with Buddy Miles, drummer. Played with Hendrix after the Experience in the Band of Gypsies era. Good stuff with Carlos Santana. More Mountain, Nantucket Sleigh Ride. Little gatefold action. This might be in a little rough condition, too. Still cool stuff, man. Got to get all that classic rock stuff. Here we go. Bad Company. Feel Like Making Love. Straight shooter. In the dollar bin. More Bad Company. Desolation Angel. This is actually a gatefold. Woo! I need to stop saying they're in the dollar bin. That's what you know. These are all dollar bin finds. Kansas Left Overture. This is Carry On Wayward Son. Classic rock stuff. This is kind of crazy to find in the dollar bin. David Bowie and Ziggy Stardust. The Rise and Fall of Ziggy Stardust and the Spiders from Mars. Did not have this. This does have one loop on, and I don't remember what track, but still to have the copy of this, awesome. Because shoot, you could get like a Mo-Fi pressing of this is high end, near mint. It's probably like a $200 record. So to find any David Bowie really in the dollar bin is crazy. You're gonna have to weigh out condition. Bob Dylan's Greatest Hits Volume 2 in the dollar bin. Woohoo! Of course, it's gatefold 2 LP. This one had an issue also. Uriah Heep Live 2 LP gatefold. Been getting into some Uriah Heep lately. It's good stuff. Oops, digging here. Pat Benatar and Hit Me With Your Best Shot. This is Crimes of Passion. That's classic stuff, man. Little Pat Benatar. You're probably like, that's probably like a VG Plus in the dollar bin. American Graffiti Soundtrack, 2 LPs. You know, all that classic doo-wop stuff from the late 50s. And even though this was, I think, the movie was supposed to take place in 62. Anyway, fun stuff. Well, Steppenwolf 7. Snowblind Friend, and what's the other good one on here, man? All this stuff is good. Old Steppenwolf. Bam. More Steppenwolf. Monster. And this, I got to make sure the album doesn't fall out because it opens funny. But this is just a cool. There's a lot of cool artwork in that, man. Steppenwolf. Monster. Blue Oyster Cult. This is a self-titled first one. That's maybe 71, 72. Good stuff. And then also the popular stuff, too. Agent of Fortune got Don't Fear the Reaper. Blue Oyster Cult. That's actually a gatefold. This is a little bit different stretch for me. Aretha Franklin, I Never Loved a Man the Way I Loved You. Respect. And this is a 67 mono. Where it doesn't, oh yeah, it does say mono right down there. But this is pretty rough, but it does play through, and it does have splits. Aretha's doing the splits. Still a great record. Awesome to have. Some more Aretha. Amazing Grace. And I guess that's how her dad was a preacher, so she started singing in the choir in church. And this is just an awesome record. Gospel. Amazing Grace. Cheap Trick. This is the classic at Budokan. Gatefold. Little Emma 8 vinyl low. And I seriously may have passed on some Cheap Trick, even in the dollar bin, if it wasn't for you and your influence of some great Cheap Trick. Here's some more in color Cheap Trick. It's a gatefold. And then this one you got flip upside down. And of course it's Want You to Want Me. Awesome stuff, Cheap Trick. And this is the Butterfield Blues Band, Resurrection of Pig Boy Crabshaw. Cool. I wasn't as familiar with like Butterfield Blues Band. I did know that they did the Monterey Pop Festival in '67. This is some good stuff. Good stuff. This is a cool one. Commodores. It's a self-titled, but this is the one with Brick House on it. Still in the shrink, hype sticker, and believe it or not, the poster is in there. And this record actually in real good condition. So dollar bin fine, man. You gotta love it because it's also got Easy on there as well. Here I actually got some jazz. Return to Forever with Chick Corea. Where Have I Known You Before? This is a great record. And Return to Forever, Chick Corea. This is the first one, and this has, we're supposed to do the jazz thing. Chick Corea on the piano, Joe Farrell on flutes and soprano sax, Flora Purim on vocals and percussion, Stanley Clark is on electric bass and double bass, Arto Morera is on drums. So yeah, cool. This is some good stuff. Dollar bin jazz. And a lot of people don't like this more jazz. Herbie Hancock sound system. Now I love some Axel F from the Beverly Hills Cop soundtrack. So there are a couple songs that sound that real electric jazz vibe, hard rock, and there's another one too. Maybe it is sound system that kind of has that one. But this is still killer. In the shrink with the hype sticker. Well, it's over here. Herbie Hancock. Mata Hoople live. Some Ian Hunter. Good stuff. Can't pass that up. In Excess. Shabu Shuba. I think that's how you pronounce that. Cool early 80s. In Excess. The Moody Blues. Days of Future Past. Now this particular album I'd gotten in the dollar bin before, and Nights in White Satin had 3 loops on it. I was like, oh, that's not going to cut it. So I waited, and this actually this is probably more like a VG copy. There's no busted seams or anything. There is some wear, but it looks great, and this plays great. Still in the dollar bin. Moody Blues, To Our Children's Children's Children. And this you probably say, if this was near mint, should probably still be in the dollar bin. But got to get, and I forget, it's like 69 maybe. So I had to get all my Moody Blues from that 67 to 72. So that's another, that I think that's got my Moody Blues squared away for that time period. Little Eric Clapton, Backless, Gatefold. I don't even know what's popular on this one. Clapton. Got to have your Southern rock. 38 Special, Wild-Eyed Southern Boys. This is a Hold On Loosely, Don't Let Go. This is a little beat. Somebody put some stickers on here. Kiss My Ass. Right there. So some 38 Special. This recently got Birds. And this is a 73 album. And it tells who's on there at this time for the Birds. This is when David Crosby's in there with Roger McGuinn, Michael Clark, Gene Clark, and Chris Hillman. So I actually haven't heard this yet, but cool to find some birds in the dollar bin. Got to go with your 80s. John Cougar. And you got to pardon me. My voice is about gone. I got a little throat action going on. American Fool. We're going to push through, though. About 10 more albums. And, of course, this has got Hurt So Good and Jack and Diane on it. Woo! And hopefully, I don't know, I am playing some music in the background. Don't know. It seems loud to me, but I know a lot of times that doesn't come over on the video. The new Five Finger Death Punch. Even my heavy metal guys probably don't even like Five Finger. All right, you get it totally flip flop from heavy metal or any of that normal stuff I listen to. Doc Watson Memories. This, of course, is North Carolina. Awesome stuff. My uncle saw Doc Watson perform at Lees McRae College in like 1966 or 67. Of course, before he went to Vietnam. And I forget, Lees McRae is actually north of Boone, I think, but here in North Carolina. But so this was awesome to find this 2 LP album. Getting into some of the country. And I'm not a big country fan. I'll be one to tell you, I'm not a big country fan. But when it comes to like outlaw, all that stuff is good. Little Charlie Daniels Band, Fire on the Mountain. This, of course, has got, if you don't like the way I'm living, leave this long-haired country boy alone. And the South's gonna do it again. Little Charlie Daniels gatefold action. We're getting into the outlaws. Little Waylon and Willie. Mama, don't let your babies grow up to be cowboys. Some good stuff. Keep rolling. Waylon Greatest Hits. Good stuff. Honky Tonk Blues. No, Honky Tonk Heroes. Sorry. I think that's got Mama, Don't Let Your Babies Grow Up to Be Cowboys on that one, too. Old Waylon. Get some Waylon Jennings. And hey, you can't pass this up when you see this in the dollar bin either. Johnny Cash, Orange Blossom Special. This might be a little snap, crackle, pop because you're not normally going to find Johnny Cash in the dollar bin. But good stuff. Johnny Cash, A Thing Called Love. Sweet. And here we're going to get, I didn't even know I was going to get the almost the whole Hank Williams Jr. 80s stuff in the dollar bin. Whiskey Bent and Hellbound. Of course, Whiskey Bent and Hellbound. I think that's all. This is a 79, actually. Hank Williams Jr., The Pressure Is On. Country Boy Can Survive. Friend never called me by my name, just called me Hillbilly. Hank Williams, Man of Steel. Hank Williams Jr., Major Moves. Still in the Shrink with the hype sticker. Hank Williams Jr., Montana Cafe. Still in the Shrink with the hype sticker. Country State of Mind. And the last one, we've made it in under 20 minutes. Born to Boogie, Hank Williams Jr. We play this for my grandson. Granny calls him Boogie. So we play Born to Boogie for him. By the time he was 3, he had a guitar in his hand. By the time he was 8, he had his own band. By the time he was 15, he was stealing the show. All right, that's it. And my voice is about gone, so I'm out of here. Much love to all y'all. Thank you for watching the Dollar Bin Crazies.